salesmen swear their meat is one of the best deals in town. But that's not what Fox 4 Problem Solvers heard from two customers who now want to warn others.
Buying meat from the back of a truck does sound a little risky. Geez, it's what's for dinner. Unless this is what you're cooking.
It smells awful. It's like the longer it cooks, the worse smelling it got. I cried. It's a lot of money for us.
Melissa Bledsoe is upset because she's not talking about just one questionable piece of meat.
Southwest style mesquite flavor, roasted flavor.
She's talking about a whole freezer full. Meat she and her husband paid $399 for from a door-to-door salesman from a company called Your Local Butcher.
And it wasn't until I started looking through it that a lot of it was brown.
Not red, the way raw beef should look. And after cooking a few of the pieces of the beef and the chicken, she didn't like the look or the smell and decided against feeding it to her children. The good news was that Your Local Butcher has a money-back guarantee if you contact them within 3 days. So she called.
He would be giving me a call back to figure out a time to pick it up and to give me a refund.
That was 3 weeks ago.
Now they've stopped answering my phone calls.
We took one of the ribeyes Melissa had bought to actual butcher, Greg Maduris, at Broadway Butcher Shop in Kansas City. Besides being the skinniest ribeye steak he'd ever seen, he was also concerned about the fat.
The color of the fat itself should be a nice bright white.
This was yellow, which can happen if meat has been defrosted and then refrozen.
There's even water that's frozen inside there right there, but that's not a good sign at all.
Another bad sign is the story we heard from Mom Rita Ferris.
I was bawling my head off. It was so stressful.
Ferris says she paid a door-to-door salesman $299 for several boxes of beef and chicken and put it on her food stamps card. She was happy with her purchase until a few days later when she went to buy groceries.
And my card declined.
It was then she discovered she'd been charged $599, $300 more than she'd agreed to pay. When she complained to Your Local Butcher,
He hung up on me rudely.
I'm Linda Wagar, I'm with Fox 4 News. We decided to pay a visit to Your Local Butcher. It's based out of an unmarked building in the East Bottoms of Kansas City. That's where we met this guy. But when we tried to ask him some questions,
I was here.
well, let me talk. He told us no one else was there, but we saw him enter a room full of people before he slammed the door. We're just trying to get hold of somebody at Your Local Butcher. We tried to talk to those people, too. Good business? Don't you just want to talk to us about how you're running this operation? But these guys weren't talking. Or these guys. Or this guy. Or this guy. In fact, everybody seemed to be in a big hurry to get away. We finally did reach someone by phone. We asked him for owner Rodney Creighton, but the man on the other end identified himself as Tom Smith. He blamed bad salespeople for the complaints we'd received. He says they've been fired. Although that's a claim that's impossible for us to verify, we were able to verify his second claim, that he would give both women back their money.
I could not have done it without you.
We've also learned that Your Local Butcher is under investigation by the Raytown Police Department after another customer complained just this week that she had been billed $800 on her food stamps card for $159 worth of meat. By the way, Your Local Butcher has changed its name at least 3 times. It used to do business under the name Steakhouse Meats and Ranch House Meats. Fox 4 Problem Solver Linda Wagar, working for you.